Hey, good afternoon, everybody. It's Mike. It is Tuesday, the 7th of November. It's early. It is only 1:40, and this is your daily recap and option flow update. And this is the Fast Money edition. I got a personal invite from a friend to go on to the set of Fast Money today with Tim and the Ponytail Boys. So I'm going to be leaving here to go into the city in minutes. But I wanted to give you guys a quick update because today's action kind of warrants that we talk. We're down on the day. You should note, the SPY is still above the 8-day, and as horrible as the action's been today, that's as good as we've been able to push this. The Qs have barely come in at all. We have a doji candle here. The one area of concern is the IWM. It's broken this 147 area, which was the bottom of this channel. See how it closes here? This is important. It closes weak. It could open up the door for further weakness going into tomorrow. The VIX spiked pretty good. Got over about a buck rise in the VIX coming off here. We'll see how this closes. For the rest of the day, keep your eye on the VIX and the IWM. I'm sorry, the IWM and the banks. That's what they were leaning on today. They've been leaning on the banks. Cut through the 8-day and the 21-day here, shaking some people out. Look at that little gap here. What did we do? We're not quite filled it yet. Close. Like to see it fill that gap. Fills that gap, maybe we can get a reversal in the banks and get some upside. So let's talk about the flow today. So Twitter had some nice little flow into it today. You can see that the June 23s, the Jan 25s, December 26s. They're playing for a gap fill up to this red line. I am long November 21 calls for a couple of days, and I'm staying with them here. Do like the action in the tweet. Love Twitter. What else was good today? Baba picked up two big bets. About $2 million into the January 190 calls here. You see the 1.1 and almost the 900, almost a million. It's over 2 million. Little quiet day, holding in well, no damage, no problems. Keep an eye on that. Not to be outdone. ABA, which caught heavy flow into the December 80s yesterday, they came after them again today. Another $500,000 in a block plus a bunch of sweepers. This is a play on BABA and maybe something else. It's awfully far out of the money for this name. They don't usually do that. Tesla just woke up since lunchtime, coming up on that gap. Keep an eye on it. They're applying some calls here, trying to say it's going to be okay. We'll see if this works. There's some weekly 320s got hit just a little while ago on Tesla. So keep an eye on that one. AMD, I'm not sure what's going on here with AMD. Initially, when they started buying the calls this morning, let me scroll down. They've been coming in all morning right on these. They were hitting cheap ones. The weekly 13s are real cheap, guys. Really cheap. Those things are trading about 9-10 cents. They started buying them at 6 cents today. You can see the flow into the weeklies. Look at the huge flow into these. I thought this was a play on NVIDIA, but they've kept coming in a way that makes me start wondering. Remember, NVIDIA has earnings on Thursday night. So this could be playing off of that, looking for a big move off of there. I got stopped out of my Apple today. My December calls were again up 11 cents. I put a stop in and it got tagged. That's okay. I'll live with that. Better to be safe than sorry right now with the way the market's trading. I did take a 15-cent loss in Celgene. I tried next week's 103 calls. I got a profit, and I didn't raise my stop. I left it at 15 cents, trying to give it room. It's at this gap. I do like it here at this gap. The 8-day is what held it in. So it went right to the 8-day and stopped. There was no real good call flow into it either. By the way, while we're sitting here, another name I took off today, but I may look to do something with on a day trade is JD, and they're sweeping the November 40 calls here. Again. Why did I take it off? I've been in JD forever. I was in the 43s since up in here, this call buyer up in here. I took it off because it has earnings coming, and I took the hit. It was a couple $100, like a $300 loss for me, but which is not tragic, but it's not making me happy. But it just isn't trading well. It's doing everything on gap ups, and I decided I'm going to get out of the way and see what else happens here. I just figured it was a lot better than it was down here. I have more than halved my loss and decided to take it and get out. That said, this is a nice move. It's finally getting on the go here. Maybe now it finally wakes up. Maybe I'll look to day trade or scalp it tomorrow if we get something going on it. Baba has more range. I think I'd rather focus on that. What else here, guys? A lot of flow into names that have earnings tonight. Nothing major going on there. Oh, SVXY. This is the one that caught my attention just a little while ago. SVXY caught my attention. They bought the 120 calls, and SVXY is a play against volatility. So this is basically saying there's no chance we're going to get volatility into this market. They bought calls on it saying we're going to keep pushing volatility down for the rest of the year. So, all in all, no damage done here. Energy did take the day off. No flow into it today, but that'll be on my radar tomorrow now after a nice inside day, which we needed after this. Still above the Bollinger Band. Nice inside day. I love that. All right, so sorry for the short, quick update today, guys, but I am heading into the city. I got a little bit of a drive ahead of me. Hope everybody had a good day, and I will see you guys all mañana.